Good evening, everyone. As you already know, my name is Jazz. And First of all, I want to apologize. For everything in the back. It's just I came from the gym, and then one of my friend he told me that RNIP program has been extended from 2022 to 2024 in Vernon, BC, in Canada. That's where I live. And when I came from the gym, my friend, who's my roommate, he was sleeping, not roommate to be honest, we share the basement, but he was sleeping in the other room. And then if someone else was making video when I was sleeping, man, I would be really mad. So that's why I just came in the garage, and then I thought I should just quickly make this video and try to keep it as short as possible. I'm really new to this video making and like a total amateur beginner in video editing. So yeah, don't mind my English or my editing. But so anyways, so first of all, I want to compare here the RNIP and BC PNP. Why do I think BC PNP is not as good as RNIP, and why do I think applying in RNIP is a lot more easier than BC PNP? There are some big things that I would like to discuss in this video. The first thing is, actually I wrote it down before when I was coming here, so to make it easier. Oh yeah, so the first thing is time. Time is it takes only 1 year in RNIP. However, in BC PNP it's a totally different story, because first of all you need to get the 1 to 2 years of work experience, to become eligible for the BC PNP, and then you add in 1 to 1.5 years of work. The processing time that you get through BC PNP. Like when you go through this is how long they sometimes actually take to give you the recommendation. Nomination, actually, not the recommendation, it's a wrong word, but nomination. And once you get the nomination, once you have those 600 points, then you have to wait for the draw, the express entry draw. That's like another, we don't even know how long, because this all depends on the federal government. And then so once you add these numbers here, 2 years of work experience, then you add 1.5 years of nomination processing time, that becomes almost 3.5 years. And then there is wait for the big draw. And in RNIP, I'm just gonna add someone's example here. So first he was my friend. He was working somewhere else, and then he came to Vernon. He was working as a manager in and I think he was working there for 1 year. He's been working there for 1 year, and he was actually ready to apply. Like he was planning to apply for the express entry and for the PNP, but we gave him advice to apply to RNIP. All he needed was 6 months, so you add those 6 months instead of those 1 year. All you need is just 6 months if you're working in the community. And if you're working, if you're coming from somewhere else, you don't even need the work experience. All you need is a big offer of employment. We will talk about this later on. But anyway, 6 months of that, and then you add in recommendation time. Like once you have the 6 months, then you become eligible to apply in the community, and then you apply for the recommendation. I think it takes three months to get the recommendation. Then you add that becomes 9 months, and then you wait for the PR. So if we add this example, I think he got it in 5 months. Once he applied online to federal government, once he got the recommendation, then he applied online to federal government through PR portal. I will put a photo on the top, and then put a link in the description also, to make it easy for you to understand. But the longest that I've seen someone he was applying with a family also, so we add that factor also. The longest that I've seen someone wait once he applied online to federal government was 8 months. So if we go with the family, even with the family, so 6 months add that with the recommendation time, that's 9 months, and then 9 months plus 8 months, that becomes around 1.5 years. So 1.5 years is a lot more shorter than 3.5 years or 4 years. But yeah, it could be a lot more small, like the time could be a lot more shorter than me. In my case, I got, like, the whole process took 8 months. The whole process was 8 months, even though on the website it's 1 year. My process, it only took 8 months. The second thing is sorry, I wrote it down, is work experience. In BC PNP, you need NOC O, A, or B, the skilled work experience, to apply to even become eligible. Like, getting the nomination is a different thing, but to even become eligible, you need the skilled work experience, NOC O, A, or B. You can apply to if you're working in NOC, C, or D, you can apply, but you need to be working in certain areas. I think one of those areas is Northeast Development Region, BC. It's like Northeast Development Region of BC. I don't know, but it's a different stream in BC PNP. I think it's semi-skilled, but you need to be working in this area. Only then you can apply if you have an NOC, C, or D experience. However, in RNIP, you can apply even if you have NOC, C, or D. I mean, I had NOC C experience when I was working. I was working at a different job with the NOC B experience, but yeah, anyways, it's a different story. But NOC C experience, once you have that, then for 6 months, then you can apply. You don't need the skilled work experience. You can even get NOC D experience, work as a construction worker, or in a factory. It would be a lot more easier to get that experience as compared to getting experience as a manager. So yeah, that is a lot more easier, and then you have less time also. And then the third thing that I thought was big was language. Biggest thing I could say, because language in BC PNP, you need as many CLE points as possible to to get to become to get the nomination, because there is competition. There is really high competition in BC PNP. And for a guy like me, I only did high school back in India, and then I came here and did 2 years diploma, and that doesn't give you a lot of points. So that was it was really hard for me when I was actually calculating all my points, and I was kind of in a really big stress. I was thinking, I need to get CLB 10 or CLB 9 to even think myself as getting nomination BC PNP. However, in RNIP, it's a totally different thing, because they do have like different CLB requirements with different CLBs, with different NOCs. So if you have NOC O or A, you need CLB 6. If you're NOC B, you need CLB 5. If you're NOC C, you have CLB 4. And the more, and this is like the qualification requirement. If you're working as a manager, you need at least CLB 6. And if you're working as a laborer, you need CLB 4. So CLB 4, if you're working as a construction worker and you have given IELTS, all you need is CLB 4, and then you will be eligible to apply to RNIP. Now the third thing is a bit of the fourth thing. Sorry, the fourth thing is a bit of it's a case of discussion. It's work experience. No, actually, sorry, wage rate. Sorry, wage rate. And wage rate is a different thing, because if you're coming from outside the community, you need $23 in your offer employment. And all these terms that I'm using, offer employment and like work experience, I would explain this in a bit more detail in a different video. But for the wage rate, yeah, if you're coming from outside, you need $23. And if you've been working in community for 6 months, or if you've been studying in the community for, just if you've done diploma in community, that was in my case, you need only $18 an hour. I would discuss a bit more in a different video. This thing is also a bit more complicated. And the last thing, it's a small thing, it's age. You do get points for age in RNIP, and you don't get any points in BC PNP for the age. And in the end, I just want to actually add one more thing. So in my case, when I came to Canada in 2018, and I got my diploma in 2020 in July. Sorry, in August. In August, I got my diploma, and then I applied for the work permit. And unfortunately for me, or some could consider it, might think it's fortunate, but I got my work permit really fast. I didn't have time to think, that too, like that, the time between you apply and you get the diploma is like a relaxing time. You can relax, but I got the work permit really fast. So I had to like search for the job right away. I had to search for the employer, and I was working somewhere for a year, and there were no draws. Like BC PNP was totally dry. The same with Express Entry. In Express Entry, the draws were going like 472, 470. They were not coming. Like they were just really high. So me and my friends, we almost decided to go to Nova Scotia. You guys know what's happening in Nova Scotia right now. So we thought that we should just go there because it's really hard getting PR. There is no chance. However, in December 2020, December 2020, they made a change in RNIP. In Vernon, they made a change to change the minimum wage requirement from $20 to $18. And after that, me and my friends, we just started looking for jobs. We got the jobs really, $18 an hour. You can work as a laborer in construction, in a factory, or whatever you want. It's not that hard. Like these high physical jobs, you can easily get $18. So we did got the employers. We like after that we just started making those employers eligible. After that, we talked to Ward Mercer. He's really great. Anyone who's coming to Vernon for the PR should talk to Ward Mercer. He helped me greatly. But anyways, once my employer became eligible, then I applied for the recommendation in July, I think. In July or August in 2021. And then I did got my recommendation in September 2021, and I took a month to get all my documents from home, and I did got my documents on October 28th, 2020. I'm really messing this up, but I got my documents in 2021, and then I applied. Unfortunately, my file was actually they sent it back to me. They were telling me that there is something missing. So I will tell this I will make a different video about this. But anyways, after applying on October, I got my PR on April 2022. So it's been almost 4 months. So after getting the PR, it's been great so far. And I'm planning to go back to India to meet my family, to see my brother. And thank you for watching this video. I'll make another video regarding this whole stuff. Like I will explain RNIP in a bit more detail, and then I will explain BC PNP. There might be a video in BC PNP already, but I will make a Punjabi a video, the same video in Punjabi also, for anyone who understood my English, or who's a bit more comfortable in Punjabi. I don't know about subtitles, properly editing. I don't know how to edit that great. So thank you. I greatly appreciate, and I'll see you in a different video. Thank you.